Hi Bachcha Party, chapter number 16, Sustainable Management of Resources of Standard 10, Subject Science. अगले 20 या 25 मिनट में इस चैप्टर की पूरी समरी, पूरे का पूरा निचोड़ हम रख के रख देंगे और इसका पूरा का पूरा समरी सारा आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. तो बने रहिए. चैप्टर नंबर 16, Sustainable Management of Resources. We, the Indian people, always used to believe in the sentence वसुधैव कुटुंबकम. संस्कृत का ये सेंटेंस, उसका हिंदी में मतलब है पृथ्वी के जितने भी लोग हैं वो सारा का सारा हमारा परिवार है. The earth itself is a whole family for we all. But now, slowly the definition is changing. People are not believing in this slogan. गंगा देखो कैसी मानो कि गंगोत्री में और जहां तक कलकत्ता पूरी वेस्ट बंगाल में होती हुई जब वहां पर मानो कि बे ऑफ बंगाल में मिलती है, उससे पहले उसकी क्या हालत हो जाती है ये आप देखिए. राइट, गंगा मैली हो गई, दूध जैसी गंगा गटर जैसी बन गई. क्यों? Because of we people, the humans, we are just divesting these resources. We are over-exploiting these resources. We are making these resources dirty. And actually we should not, because it's our ethical responsibility. This is the fecal coliform levels from Gangotri to Diamond Harbour. This clearly shows this coliform actually they are the bacteria which are present in our human as well as the animal intestines. So it clearly indicates the mixing of sewage with the Ganga water. So it's no more drinkable, right? So now what are the definition of resources? Resources is anything which can be used by we people. Those are known as resources. Now what are the natural resources? Natural resources is anything naturally available in around us which can be utilized by we people for our economical reasons. They are known as natural resources. For example, forest, rain. Now what are the sustainable management of resources? Means we will have to exploit, harness, use these resources in such a way that they are not overexploited. So that कहीं ये ना कहना पड़े कि माधवी भिड़े ये कहे माधवी हमारे जमाने में कोयला ऐसा होता था, ऐसा हमें कहना ना पड़े. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारी अगली पीढ़ियों के लिए भी होना चाहिए कि भाई जो कोल है जिससे हम लोग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बनाते थे वो ऐसा है. राइट, सो वी शुड कंजर्व अवर नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज. अगर किसी पेड़ में 5 मानो कि फल है तो 5 के 5 तोड़ नहीं लेने चाहिए, 5 नए उसमें आने देने चाहिए, तब हम जाके वो 5 लेने चाहिए, अदरवाइज पेड़ खाली हो जाएगा. So what is the meaning of sustainable management of resources? We should not overexploit our resources. We should use it in such a way that it does not become empty. Now what are the natural resources? Forest, wildlife, water, pure air, coal, petroleum, these are our natural resources, are very precious natural resources. Now there is a talisman of 5 R's to save the environment. What are these? Refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose and recycle. Let us see it one by one. Refuse. Try to refuse these polythene bags, usable, disposable like glass, disposable cups, disposable dish. Otherwise, you yourself will become disposable once a day. Reduce. Try to reduce the wastage of water, electricity, food, etc. because they are very precious resources. Repurpose. Try to use these items for different purpose after being utilized so that it does not go directly into waste. Right? For example, this jam fruit bottle, let it be utilized for some storage purpose after being utilized. Right? Brush. आपको पता है we had already told about this brush. जब उसकी bristles खाली हो जाए, कम हो जाए तो let it be utilized for the hair. जब उसके bristles बिल्कुल मानो कि टकला हो जाए, गंजा हो जाए तो उसको मानो कि एक पायजामा का नाड़ा के रूप में नाड़ों को मानो लगाने के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं. So these are the various ways we Bharati, we Indians particularly very much expert in this reuse, but yet we should try to conserve all sort of possible of our natural resources. Recycle. Try to recycle everything which is possible so that it don't become the waste and garbage. Particularly these electronic waste, they are very much harassing our natural resources. They are actually making dirty, not just dirty, they are actually poisoning our natural resources. So its recycling is very much mandatory. It should be actually made compulsory. Otherwise, the day will come that our all natural resources might be polluted with the help of these batteries and electronic waste. Batteries, they are the main villain in destroying the ecology of our ponds and rivers. Batteries actually lead to death of the millions of fishes if thrown in the say ponds, etc. what a single man can do. If somebody say, what I will do, what does it make difference if I myself just doesn't use polythene? If Gandhiji might have thought like this, then what might have been there? So don't think what a single man can do. Single man can do a lot. Single man can do miracles. If he think to do miracle. Why do we need to manage or conserve resources? Because they are not unlimited. For next generations, we should conserve our nature. Slow replacement. Because आज लिया और कल वापस बन जाएगा ऐसा तो है. Waste disposal itself is a very big problem. So we should conserve. Environmental concerns like pollution and greenhouse effect are also posing very much big problem. And one more thing, अत्र सर्वत्र वर्जे, अति सर्वत्र वर्जे. कि अति की कोई गति नहीं. अति एक्सप्लोरेशन हम लोग जो कर रहे हैं, ज्यादा से ज्यादा हार्नेस कर रहे हैं, वो हमारे लिए ही कभी कभी नुकसान होने वाला है. नेक्स्ट रिसोर्स इज फॉरेस्ट. So forests are actually biodiversity hotspot. You'll find hundreds of different species of animals, insects, snakes, birds, trees, plants, herbs, shrubs, and whatnot. Right? So what are the primary stakeholders? Local people in around us, industrialists, forest department, environment activities, right? So let us talk first about the local people around the forest. Actually, they are dependent for employment, food, water, shelter, fodder for their animals, fruits, medicinal plant, leaves, firewood, bamboo for making homes, fishing, hunting, grazing of their animals, etc. So they are quite mingled with the forest, and they should not be separated from the forest. What these villagers do give in return to the forest? They are actually part of the forest. They help the forest to conserve. So they should be treated with respect. Industrialists mostly overexploit these resources because they just look for the profit. सबसे बड़ा रुपया. Selective plantation of trees like teak, bamboos are planted by them because they are the economically viable plants for them. Because they are economically giving more profit to them. So they will plant only those selective plants. Why? Because they are utilized for their own industries, and for that they will first wipe out the whole biodiversity, and then they will plant these woods, etc. So conflicts with the local people will also be there. They kill the biodiversity, they affect even ecology and environment. Hence industrialists too should think in this direction, and they should try to sustain the ecology of our natural resources. Now, what are the environmental activities? They are actually the lovers of the forest, animals, birds. They may be a single person or a group of people, right? This is a photograph from a Bishnoi community. They actually love animal a lot, and there are many stories in and around the Bishnoi community regarding the love towards animals and plants. Amrita Devi Bishnoi Wildlife Protection Award is given in the memory of late Amrita Devi Bishnoi, under whom leadership there were more than 350 people were died for saving the trees and animals. This was happened in Khejrali village in 1731, and today central government gives the honor to the person who just do something extraordinary in the field of conservation of forest and animals, right? This is the photograph of Khejri tree. The botanical name is Prosopis cineraria. This is actually in western Rajasthan Thar desert. Another noteworthy example is that of the Chipko Andolan, that is Hug the Tree movement. It was started in Uttarakhand when forest cutter were there. These people, so-called unpaid by we people, actually they saved the nature, they saved the environment. Actually मैं तो यह कहूँगा कि वो पढ़ी लिखी भले ना हो, लेकिन उन लोगों को हमसे ज्यादा समझ है. वो काटती नहीं पेड़ को, वो पेड़ को उगाती है. We should give respect to this type of the ladies, this type of the native people. Now, how people's participation affect the management of the forest? Because they are actually dependent for the livelihoods, more inclination towards service than profit. वो ये नहीं सोचेगा अगर मानो कि आज 500 की जगह चलो 50 रुपया ही मेरी एम्प्लॉयमेंट हुई, ठीक है कोई बात नहीं. लेकिन हम लोग ये सोचेंगे आज 350 हुआ, कल तो 700 हो गया था. So, उन लोगों को ऐसा नहीं, वे संतोषी होते हैं मोटे तौर पे. Solves unemployability and nationalism, etc. Right? So we should try to maximum participate these people local people in and around forest for this type of the activities. You might have heard the story of Aravalli Forest Range. Actually, it is situated in the West Bengal. More than 1200 hectares of the land was reforested with the salwood and it was made crores of land. It converted from Banjal to Bagan. Kaise? With the help of these local people. With their cooperation, the whole Banjal land was converted to Bagan, just like Bagicha. Right? And this is the example, this is the photograph of this Aravalli Forest Range. And the term silviculture came there. Silviculture का मतलब होता है फॉरेस्ट के आसपास रहते लोगों का ही उपयोग करके उनका कोऑपरेशन लेके फॉरेस्ट वेजिटेशन को बढ़ाना. राइट. नाउ द नेक्स्ट रिसोर्स इज देयर द वाटर. Water is a very precious resource which plays very vital role in our body itself, because 2 parts out of 3 is made up of water in our body. So what are the water resources? Wells, dams, canals, ponds, tube wells, rivers, they are the water resource. Rahat, flood irrigation, this drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, these are the few methods of irrigation. Now let us consider advantage of the large dams. Actually, large dams are utilized for the irrigation of a very large area. Drinking water for the millions can be provided with the help of the large dam. Water saved from being drained to the sea. Actually वहाँ पर drain लिखा है, लेकिन it will be drained to the sea. Otherwise वो drain हो जाता है, water पानी में चला जाता है, समुद्र में चला जाता है, खारा पानी में mix हो जाता है. So this water can be saved, which will lead to decreased water level or ground table. Electricity generation may be there, fishing may be possible, higher income for the farmers, no more drought and deluge. Now what are the disadvantages? Deforestation due to submerged area. कितना बड़ा एरिया वो पानी में डूब जाएगा. So hundreds or thousands of people might be affected. Uneven distribution of water may be there, because powerful people may drink more water, and it may be possible that people at the far end may not receive water at all. Displacement of tribal and locals often with poor compensation. This is also a matter of compensation, is also a matter of concern and should be considered. Huge amount of money is required because there will be large construction due to the large dam. And definitely this will lead to pollution and disturbance to ecology. And sometimes due to the break of these dams, there may be accidents. Now, what are the methods of harvesting water? Check dams, roof water, sand dams, small ponds, khet talabdi. These are the way by virtue of which we can harvest the water. Now, what are the advantages of water harvesting and groundwater recharging? Actually, it leads to increased water table. It leads to increased irrigation as well as the income of the farmers. No evaporation will be taking place because now the water has reached to the ground, underground. Lower pollution because इंसान अभी नीचे नहीं पहुंचा है जमीन के नीचे, तो वहां पर pollution करने जाएगा नहीं. And provides moisture for trees in the earth. Next is that the coal and petroleum. They are actually formed due to the degradation of the biomass, like animals and plants. Actually, they provide large amount of energy even today. They share very large proportion of our energy demand, and actually it should be avoided. Slowly we should shift, and we are shifting towards renewable resources like wind, water, solar, etc. After burning, unfortunately, they are giving carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, which leads to global warming, which leads to melting of icebergs and glaciers, which leads to increase in the water level, thus submerging of say cities like Mumbai. Also lead to generation of the oxides of sulfur and nitrogen, which may lead to acid rain. So this type of fuel should actually be avoided. What are our responsibilities to conserve our environment? There is the very first, the 5R talisman. That is reduce, reuse, refuse, repurpose and recycle. Use mass transport or cycle or prefer walking. Use LEDs, switch off lights, fans, ACs when not required. Use sweater in place of heater. अगर ठंडी लग रही है तो भैया स्वेटर पहन ले, हीटर क्यों चालू कर रहा है? स्वेटर पहन लेगा तो ठंडी कम लगेगी, लेकिन नहीं, हीटर चालू करना है, पूरे रूम को गर्म करना है. सो बेटर टू वियर स्वेटर. वेंटिलेटेड होम्स एंड ऑफिस रहेगी आपकी, तो आपको पंखा और एसी कम चलाना पड़ेगा. राइट. आई होप ये टॉपिक आपको समझ में आया होगा और अपने जीवन में आप उतारेंगे.